Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Mindful Monday. So I'll give folks a few moments to come on if you're coming on live. Of course, you might be listening to this, watching this as a recording as well. And whether you're live or watching a recording, love to know where you're watching us from. You can post a little hello, I'm from in the comments if you like. Also, we always like to to hear if you guys have any suggestions on some topics that you'd like to hear us cover in the future too. So that's always an option, and you can always, of course, reach out through DM me, if you don't want to write it in the comments too. But we do like to know, and it builds a little community to have us talk about that stuff too. As always, we have our Stay Till the End bonus. And let's see, today we are here to talk about quick and easy ways to either drift off to or drift back to sleep. So a lot of people have been reaching out lately with insomnia or just difficulties waking up and then falling back to sleep. So some different things that we can talk about here with this. The first thing that we kind of do have to cover is sleep hygiene. So of course, if you're not having a problem, you can disregard all of the sleep hygiene because if it's not a problem, then don't worry about it. But when we talk about sleep hygiene, some things that are going to be conducive to falling asleep are going to be to keep the bedroom strictly to sleep and, as they say, romance. I like to read in my bed too. Sometimes I like to watch a movie in my bed, but if you want to be strict on sleep hygiene, they say that you should just sleep and have romantic liaisons in your bed. The next thing is temperature. So the perfect sleep temperature actually is really a lot colder than most people are used to. I like it this way. They say between 65 and 70 degrees is the perfect temperature to sleep to. You want it cooler than normal so you can kind of snuggle up there in the blankets without becoming warm kind of thing. So obviously you do want to have just the right amount of pillows, blankets. You want your bed linens to be fresh and clean. You want a mattress that's firm enough to support your spine. I know some people like softer, some people like firmer, but just so that it's firm enough so that you're not creating havoc on your spine is the goal here. Another thing that they say is a good thing is after 25 minutes of trying to go to sleep, try implies failure. So we're not sleeping. So 25 minutes later, you don't want to keep trying to fall asleep because you're forming an association in your bed that sleep is not going to happen. It becomes a negative kind of thing. So you want to get up after about 25 minutes and maybe move to another room, go do something else. Maybe you have a cup of herbal tea or read a book so that you're breaking that association in your mind. The next thing you want to make sure that you're doing is dimming lights and electronics 1 hour before the time that you would like to be drifting off to sleep, that blue light kind of thing. Some people just say it doesn't bother them, so that's, keep in mind though too that whatever you are putting into your mind right before you go to sleep, your subconscious mind is going to continue to work on even after your conscious mind drifts off. So you do want to kind of make it something maybe pleasant or uplifting. Let's see. You also want to limit any kind of alcohol, caffeine, stimulants kind of stuff, particularly if it's caffeine stimulants. You want to limit that after lunch. Alcohol can make some people feel like they're tired, but it really isn't putting you into a restful state. It kind of dehydrates you and, isn't so great for sleep. You do want to limit any kind of regular food and drink before bedtime so that you're not getting up to go to the bathroom. I'm very bad at that. I drink a lot of water before bed, so I'm constantly getting up. Or if you eat too much, you might have some discomfort or acid reflux kind of stuff. So you want to watch out for those kind of things. So the next thing that we want to talk about is creating a routine is really good for most things in our life. We're creatures of habit, so sleep is going to be the same kind of thing. So you want to be focusing on getting up and going to sleep 7 days a week, not sleeping in on weekends. I know sometimes, we go somewhere or something happens but the goal is more so than not anyway. And the other things you want to create maybe a routine around, you can use some of these. I wouldn't expect anyone to really do all of them, but perhaps like creating a little routine where you have a cup of herbal tea or you make yourself a hot bath. Maybe you give yourself, in Ayurveda, we call it abhyanga, like a hot oil self-massage kind of thing. Some self-care. You might use essential oils. I know I like to diffuse lavender every night. Some people like ylang ylang, or there's serenity, kind of different oils. Another good thing to do, and I like to do this myself, is I have like a little notepad. Some people do it electronically, but the notepad doesn't have the blue light either, next to the bed, so that all the things that you want to be remembering for tomorrow that kind of sometimes like start going through your mind when you're drifting off to sleep or trying to drift off to sleep. You want to be able to jot those down so that you can know, rest assured that you've got it, but you don't have to keep thinking about it, keep yourself awake. So I like to do that as well. You can keep a sleep diary, kind of if you're having a significant amount of trouble with sleep. That way you're aware of what you are doing and what's kind of working, what's not working. Some other nice practices would be to kind of do maybe some yin or restorative yoga. Of course, some people do like to do more active stuff before bed. That personally keeps me up, it riles me up. So a lot of people who are more sensitive are going to find that if they work out before going to sleep, it's going to kind of give them energy. So the more calming kind of practices that are slow, maybe a yoga nidra. You can journal or maybe read, like I said, reading something uplifting. We already talked about keeping a sleep diary. So this is a technique that I actually like, and I'm kind of picky. It's called the cognitive shuffle technique. So sometimes if we're very analytical and we start thinking and we can't stop thinking, this might be a good practice for you. So they call it cognitive shuffle because you're going to choose a word when you can't sleep. Of course, you're laying in your bed, I can't sleep. That's got 5 or more letters to it. So the example was bedtime. So you start with the letter B, and you're gonna next think of a word that starts with B, so like banana. And then you can kind of imagine or visualize banana, get a sense of banana. I know some people feel it, smell it, whatever. Just get it into all your senses, but really get that banana in your mind. And then you let go of banana and you move on to another word that starts with B. So I don't know, maybe it's boots or whatever. And you do the same thing until you run out of B's. So then you move on to the next letter in your word, which in bedtime is E. So maybe it's elephant, or so you keep doing that till you get to the end of your word or you drift off to sleep. If you get to the end of your word, then you simply pick another word. But it's kind of a mindless kind of practice. It reminds me of counting sheep, honestly, only it gives you other senses involvement too. So I did find that was kind of relaxing to use for myself, and I liked it a lot. Another thing that we can do is autogenic. So it's the tense and release. So sometimes when we tell ourselves, oh yeah, I'm just gonna relax here, we have this tendency that we're not letting all the way go. So if you kind of make a fist, where's my fist? Make a fist and you really tense it up as much as you can and hold that tension for a moment, really hold it, and then let it all go. And you might feel that your hand is even more relaxed than if I just told you, oh, relax your hand. So you do that by progressing through other parts of your body. It's similar to what we do in hypnosis progressive muscle relaxation, where we might be guiding, or in yoga nidra, scanning the body and relaxing. Only this one we're tensing and releasing as we scan. Another thing that you want to pay attention to is your breathing. Sometimes when we are tense or we start thinking, we start to have that more shallow chest breathing. So you want to be taking those big belly breaths so that it's slow. So some breath work, if it's calming before bed, can be nice as well. Something that I've noticed is in hypnotic inductions, we sometimes have folks roll their eyes up like so and just stare at a spot on the ceiling. It's called ocular fatigue in the eye fixation, because what's happening is your eyes are actually getting really tired. And so that can be a little trick. I wouldn't be doing it if I was driving down the road just to see if it works. So if you're listening while you're driving, maybe don't do that. But if you're at home and, before going to bed, you might try this. So if you think, like, sometimes I like to read until I get tired and go to sleep. The reading is making my eyes tired. It's the same thing. If you're looking up, your eyes are getting tired. And that could be a little mind hack, that when the eyes are tired, to kind of make the body and mind think it's tired as well. Some other nice things to do. You can play a recording of Yoga Nidra, which simply is a guided meditation. It's not actually yoga. It's it's similar to hypnosis, really. Or a hypnotic recording is nice as well. Like I said, I like to diffuse lavender. When we did our group hypnosis here, we made these little drawers. This is my funky artwork. And we had lavender in them, and everybody decorated them as they wanted to. And then we imagined putting all of the things that are going on in our mind when we're attempting to go to sleep into the drawer and closing it up where they'll be safe until the next day, when we can come back to them and they're actually useful. Because as you know, the stuff that's going on in your mind that's keeping you awake at night is not really that useful if you're trying to go to sleep. So that's kind of the tip of the iceberg there. So I had thought about doing a generative hypnotic audio or trance here about sleep, and then I realized it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I also didn't want to rush it, and I want to honor you guys' time because I don't want to be spending more than about 15 minutes during lunch hour, and I didn't want to rush it, and I didn't want to cut this short. So what I decided to do instead is I made that a recording because it's about 15 minutes long. It's actually a hypnotic trance that I wrote that is meant to help go to sleep. It has the Autogenic training in it, so that's that tense and release kind of stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that, this is our state of the end bonus, as we always have. We're gonna make that available to you if you are already a part of our Mindful Monday cheat sheet, where you're getting the weekly newsletter that comes out every Sunday at I think 6:45 p.m. Then you will automatically get that. If you are not on that, then you'll want to write, and you want the recording and the PDFs that come with the cheat sheet, then you'll want to write mindful in the commentary, and that will get you, you'll have to wait till next Sunday to get it, but you'll get the cheat sheet that has our little tips and trips. You'll get a free audio. If you're not already on, you'll get the limiting beliefs audio, and I'm also going to include this one on sleep so that you have something. That way it's useful because you can listen to it. I added some music and some ocean sounds. So it's not just me and the construction workers that are working on the house here making noise, and you'll actually be able to listen to it when it is useful when you're trying to go to sleep. So that's what we thought we'd do for today. I hope everyone has had a lovely Mindful Monday and is going to continue to have a great Monday. I am off to the dentist, so I do have to run, and they are making a ton of noise drilling downstairs. Anyways, if you have any topics that you would like to have us cover, we'd be more than happy to do so. Either DM me or write it in the chat. And thanks so much. Take care. Bye.